Henshin a go baby. What's good, guys? Yoku here. I don't know why I always bump the mic. It just, I'm moving it. Today we're talking about Ruan Mei, which they just released the Ruan Mei character preview and the light cone. And you know me, so we got to talk about the light cone. Now with Ruan Mei, Ice Harmony character, we know about that, right? We know about the stuff that she's normally going to do. So I just really want to come in here and really look at the things that we might not have seen during the live stream. Ruan Mei is a support character, blah, blah, blah. This is something that I read in my last video, but if you're new, you're happening to see this video as your first video with me. Ruan Mei is incredibly good at weakness breaking. Like, everything about weakness breaking is a concept. That's Ruan Mei. She enhances it completely. So she's also going to be able to enhance the speed and all type resistance penetration, which all type resistance just means that if you had like some defense, I just go through it. Like, I don't care. It's true damage. As like, if you play MMOs or any other type of, honestly, that might just be it. MMOs. Yeah. She's going to enhance the break damage efficiency or weakness breaking potential of everybody on the team. Awesome. So our first trace increases break effect for all allies. This is huge. I'll talk about that in a bit. Ruan Mei generates energy at the start of her turn. This is gonna be good for possibly like 2-turn, 3-turn, 4-turn ultimates, things like that. When Ruan Mei's weakness break effect is greater than a certain percentage, every percent that exceeds that percentage will allow her skill to additionally increase her allies' damage to a certain point. Okay. Yeah. So let me this little tidbit right here, candle lights on still waters. This is coded. This is coded as hell. All right, basically, let me see if I can go down here. Where's her it's her skill. Here we go. Skill. After using her skill, Ruan Mei gains overtone, lasting for a number of turns. Duration increases by 1 and blah, blah, blah. Increases all allies damage and weakness break efficiency. Boom. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. This is what you guys have been looking at as far as Ruan Mei only increases blank type of damage. I'm not going to say the numbers. Some of y'all know it. The rest of you that don't know it, keep it that way. Keep your faucet tight. Ruan Mei increases the damage and weakness break efficiency. Okay, so increasing the damage, yada, yada, yada. Now you add into, where are we at? Go back. Boom, this, candle lights. This is basically telling you that based off of whatever her break effect is, and then it exceeds amount, I don't know, let's just say 100. So anything above 100, and then it gives you X% on top of that. That goes into everybody's damage on top of whatever her skill does. What you guys thought was going to be her damage increase, like, oh yeah, man, she only gives 25% extra damage, like I would just use sparkle, everybody just save up for sparkle, guys, hyper carry sparkle. All right, bro, we've seen how much damage output or how much a damage increase can do for a lot of characters. Her increasing raw damage for the entire team, this is basically like taking Bronya and doing the advanced forward, but for everybody on the team without the advanced forward permanently. Like, you just don't have to waste a skill doing this because of the way that Ruan Mei would essentially work. We saw it, the little tickers in the live stream. We saw the little tickers that she has. So all of this stuff that Ruan Mei has going on for her, phenomenal character, by the way. You add into the fact that weakness break as a whole, as a kit, is something that is being, as I say, slept on. But going into that and like the damage proportions, how much she buffs the team, how much she does, there's a lot about weakness break that is, again, being slept on. But predominantly, when you take a character and you give them, or even Goba hates it, but I think it's like me and Rihu are really like, yo, this might be the one. Weakness break Argenti. Hear me out. Before somebody tries to flame me, hear me out. All right. Weakness break Argenti, mass physical across the board. You can hit everybody. Yeah. You take a character like Ruan Mei, who's increasing the efficiency as well as the break effect and your damage on top of that and your speed. There's 4 dominant things that she's increasing, by the way, for everybody on the board. Yeah, now you've given Argenti the possibility of doing whatever. It's ridiculous. If I'm not mistaken, let me see if she also, they set her talent. There it is. Boom. I was looking for it. So in her talent, right, increases the speed for the entire team. That's dumb. She has a permanent speed increase for the entire team forever. That's crazy. Then when allies break an enemy's targeted weakness, Ruan Mei deals break damage based on her own ice break damage to this target. She's already built on break effect, guys. So if, let's just say, I don't know, you had 250% break effect, and that led into whenever she attacks and Ruan Mei does a break, let's say it did 90K. I'm making up numbers, guys. Don't quote me on any of the numbers. I'm just giving you the concept. Let's say she did 90K breaks, and then you broke someone else with another ally, like another character, and they were also a break, like Luca. Let's say you broke somebody with Luca. You know, my Luca does, I'll use accurate numbers. My Luca breaks for about 110, right? 110, 120, somewhere around there off a basic attack, break attack. Then you add on Ruan Mei, who's probably doing the 90K. So now it's 110 plus the 90K plus whatever else is going to happen. So like the bleed. Oh my God, bro. I'm telling y'all, this is dumb. This is so dumb. I love it though. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a great introduction into 2.0 characters from what we can see. Multifaceted characters. I love this. Now I want to briefly talk about the light cone, because this is something that I was not keeping up with. I wasn't looking at the LEA. I was not looking at the LEAKS, right? LS. Why did I say S that right? S self S. It happens. Anyway, past self in the mirror increases wearer's break effect by 60%. I like this a lot. When the wearer uses their ultimate, increases all allies' damage by 24%, lasting for 3 turns. I like this a lot. Should the wearer's break effect exceed or equal 150%, 1 skill point will be recovered. So basically, Bronya's, is that her E1? I think Bronya's E1, but it's guaranteed. During the start of every wave, all allies regenerate 10 energy. Effects of the same type cannot stack. So you basically can't have 2 of these light cones on the team, and then you get 20 energy instead of 10 energy, which is fine, right? This is like Fu Xuan. Whenever every wave something happens, right? Fu Xuan gives you a little bit of HP. Boom, this happens. Fu Xuan is gonna, or Ruan Mei, my bad, is going to give you a little bit of energy. That's pretty cool. I don't mind that at all. What's on the banner? Planetary Rendezvous. That's cool. Day in my new life. Okay, and then Secret Vow. Secret Vow, this is gonna be really good for your Shui's. So you might be able to get S5 Secret Vow. That could possibly help out with that. I'm gonna need to like do some testing on that between that and Fall of an Aeon. But looking at this in particular, past self in the mirror, can I say this is worth it? I don't know. Isn't there another, hold on. I believe the light cone I'm thinking of, actually I know it, but I was trying to look for it so I can show it to you. Memories of the past. If you have an S5 Memories of the Past, that gives you 56% weakness break or break effect, right? So it gives you 56% break effect, as well as 8 energy every single time you do an attack. So every time you attack, you get an extra 8 energy. Now, depending on what these rotations are going to be for Ruan Mei, how often you're going to be attacking, because you know her skill is going to last X amount of time. We've seen it from the live stream, if I'm not mistaken. It's a multi-turn skill, so you pop it and it's just there, similar to Ting Yun's. And if we treat it like Ting Yun, something about Ting Yun that you could play it either way, right? So with Ting Yun, you could do skill, you buff up the character, and then attack, and then you only use skill again whenever you're out of the little dots. Or you can play it in a way to where you can get the ultimate back, skill, or skill, basic attack, skill again on your final dot. So you could play Ruan Mei that way possibly as well, where you do skill, basic attack, final dot, you do skill again, and that might work out for you. And that'll probably give you some different type of rotations here or there. So it really comes down to that. But ultimately, when you have a character like Ruan Mei who is focused around so many things, right? She's not focused around it. She has the ability to do so many things. Break effect, weakness break efficiency, the damage, the speed. I'm not saying you're going to increase the speed, but you guys get what I'm saying. A lot about this character's kit might be influenced or enhanced by the light cone you choose to wear or choose to use. I like her signature light cone a lot, but I can't confidently say that I would pick this over Memories of the Past without certain conditions. So let me tell you guys like the conditions that I might be thinking of. The condition being that I could give her Pinakani, right? I'm playing her with the Jing Liu. Pinakani is going to give you the 5% energy regeneration rate, or Von Whack, but I really don't like Von Whack because I think it's useless on her in particular. So we'll use Pinakani. And then I use her signature light cone, and then I do like skill, basic attack, skill, right? Something like that, or skill, basic attack, skill. I don't know. Any of the combination of the sort, right? Someone will figure it out. I'll figure it out before the guide comes out. I don't know. But main point being is that if in the event I was able to do that, then I could keep all my boosts, right? Because the light cone isn't anything to laugh at. This light cone giving you that extra, where is it at? The extra 20%, 24% damage increase for all your allies across the board, on top of whatever she's already doing. That's huge. That's basically, I don't know the other number. Let's say that this was in total, the light cone plus whatever her ability did gave you 75% damage increase across the board. That's a really big number. Like, that's a big damage increase. Then you add into the fact of what her ultimate is doing, which is the all type resistance penetration. You add into the break effect matters. Oh my gosh, bro. So I light cone connoisseur, right? I'm probably still gonna pull this light cone, but if I were free to play, or if I was a low spender, I would have to have an S5 Memories of the Past. Otherwise, I don't think I could see any of the light cone really benefiting her in the same way that her signature would. That doesn't mean that you can't use any of the light cone, by the way, guys. I'm looking at this from a maximum value, right? The max value. How do I get the most value out of Ruan Mei? S5 Memories of the Past or Past Self in the Mirror, her signature light cone. Those are the two that I'm looking at right now that would give me the most value out of this character, team-wide across the board. But that'll be it from me, either this morning or afternoon. I have no idea when I actually uploaded this. I've been sick. Apparently I got food poisoning, so I'm recovering or something like that. Did you guys know I can't eat certain things like spicy food? I love that. Fried food, I kind of love that. And then dairy products, I don't really like dairy. Like, I don't like milk, but I love cheese. It's really weird. Melted cheese, in fact. But whatever. I can't eat that stuff or it'll kill me, apparently. That sucks. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Ruan Mei, if you're getting her light cone in particular, or if you already have an S5. Actually, you know what? Answer that question for me. If you guys made it to the end of the video, let me know. Do you have an S5 Memories of the Past or an S3 or higher? It's really got to be S5, but S5 Memories of the Past or not. Let me know. I want to see how easy this is attained, right? How easily this is attained. Because for me, I still don't have an S5 Dance Dance Dance, but I have S5 every other light cone in the game. Not the 5-star light cones, obviously. I mean 4 stars and below, but whatever. I can't say my use outro because it's inappropriate for YouTube. Smell you later.